Listen to me. You keep saying life is complicated, but let me tell you something real. It is not complicated. It is just hard. The way is simple, but walking it takes strength. You already know what you need to do. You know you have to wake up earlier. You know you have to grind harder. You know you have to stay focused when everyone else quits. The problem is not the path. It is your pain tolerance. You see, everybody wants success until it punches him or her in the mouth. Everybody loves the idea of greatness. But when it is time to suffer for it, they disappear. That is why the few rise and the rest stay dreaming. You keep waiting for motivation to show up, but motivation ain't coming. Discipline is what you need, because the way, it is already there. It is clear. It is simple. However, walking it, that is where your strength is tested. So today, stop asking how and start asking, how bad do I want it? Because if you want it bad enough, the pain will not stop you. It will build you. You think strength comes from comfort. No, strength is born in the fire, in those nights when nobody's watching and quitting feels easier than breathing. That is where warriors are made. You see, the path is simple. Wake up, show up, and give it everything you have. However, most people cannot walk it because they want the reward without the weight. They want success to be smooth, clean, but success is gritty, ugly, painful, and it will test every inch of your soul. You say, I'm tired. I know. However, strength does not grow when you are rested. It grows when you push through exhaustion. You say, I'm scared. Good. Fear means you are close to something real. And fear means you are alive. Every single time you take another step, even when your legs shake, you are building something greater than muscles. You are building character. You are building discipline. You are building you. Do not let the simplicity of the path fool you. It is not about knowing what to do. It is about doing it even when it hurts. Of pain, every tear and every sleepless night is one brick closer to your dream. The way is simple, yeah, but the courage to keep walking, that is rare. And you have to stop running from pain and start using it. Because pain, my friend, is not your enemy. It is your compass. It points you toward where your strength lies. Every setback you have ever faced, every heartbreak, every rejection, it was not sent to break, it was sent to build your backbone. You say, why me? I say, why not you? Maybe life chose you because you are strong enough to carry that weight. Maybe it is your pain that is going to light somebody else's path one day. Listen, winners do not hide from hurt. They take that pain, squeeze it, and turn it into fuel. That is the fire that keeps them walking when the road gets heavy. When everybody else says, I can't, they say, watch me. You have to learn to love the grind to love the scars, because they prove you survived what others ran from. Pain will either make you powerful or it will make you quit. The difference is how you respond. Therefore, the next time you feel that sting, that weight, that pressure, smile, because that means you are growing. That means you are still walking. The way is simple. However, walking it, that is where warriors are made. Stop waiting to feel like it. Motivation fades, discipline stays. Everybody loves the fire at the start, that rush, that publicized, that I'm going to change my life energy. However, the real question is, what happens when the fire burns out? That is where most people stop walking. That is where the strong keep going. See, the way is simple. Show up, work hard, stay consistent. However, the reason people fall off is that they think greatness is built in moments of excitement. It is not. It is built in moments of boredom. When nobody is cheering, when it is quiet, when it is just you and your choices. Discipline means you do not negotiate with your dreams. You do not say, I'll try tomorrow. You say, no matter how I feel, I show up today. That is the difference between winners and wishers. Winners do not need the perfect mood. They move through the mess. Listen, it is not about feeling strong. It is about acting strong even when you are empty. You think soldiers wait to feel motivated before they fight. No! They move because the mission matters more than the mood. So do not ask for motivation. Ask for discipline. Because discipline will walk you down that simple path all the way to victory. There will come a point in your journey where the crowd disappears. The cheers fade. The likes stop. The support vanishes. Moreover, you will look around and realize it is just you. Most people quit that moment because they thought this walk would come with applause. However, hear me, the path to greatness is walked alone before it is walked with followers. You have to be okay with silence. You have to learn to clap for yourself when nobody else is watching. Because when you are chasing something real, people will not understand you. They will call you crazy. They will say you have changed. They will doubt your dream because they cannot see your vision. Moreover, that is fine. It is your vision, not theirs. The way is simple, but walking it means having the strength to keep going without validation. You have to become your own fan, your own coach, your own fire. The world only believes when you prove it, so you have to believe before they do. When the road is lonely, remind yourself, every great story started in isolation. Every legend walked through darkness before they became light. When you find yourself alone, do not stop. That silence, that is not emptiness. That is your destiny echoing back at you, saying, keep walking. When everything starts falling apart, your plans, your confidence, your control, that is when you find out what you really believe in. Because faith is not tested when life is easy. Faith is tested when nothing makes sense and you still choose to walk anyway. You see, the way is simple. But when storms hit, your focus becomes your lifeline. Distractions will whisper, take a break. Doubt will scream, you're not enough. However, faith whispers back, keep walking. There's more in you. You have to build an unshakable belief. A fire so strong inside you that no failure, no rejection, no pain can put it out. Because when your vision burns brighter than your fear, nothing can stop you. Every champion has walked through chaos. Every winner has cried, failed, and doubted. However, they never lost focus. They never let fear make their choices. They believed even when there was no proof. You have to learn to hold your faith like a weapon. When life swings hard, you swing harder with belief, with purpose, with heart. Because if the fire inside you burns hotter than the storm around you, you won't just survive, you'll conquer it. Everybody wants to shine, but nobody wants to sweat. Everybody wants the crown, but they do not want the calluses that come with it. Listen, greatness has a price tag, and it is not paid in money. It is paid in sacrifice. You cannot be legendary and comfortable at the same time. You have to give up sleep, distractions, laziness, excuses, because every minute you waste is another step backward. The way is simple, pay the price. However, that price, it is heavy. It is your comfort, your time, your energy. You think success just shows up. No, you earn it by showing up when your body says no, when your friends are chilling, when your mind screams quit. You want results. You have to outlast the pain. Understand this. Consistency is the currency of greatness. One good day does not make you a winner. It is the 1,000 small days that nobody sees. Every rep, every late night, every lonely grind, it is building your empire brick by brick. So stop looking for shortcuts. Stop waiting for a break. Be the one who creates the break. Because in the end, greatness does not come to those who wish for it. It comes to those who are willing to bleed for it. You are going to fall. Let us get that straight. You are going to mess up, fail, cry, doubt yourself, and that's okay. Because falling is not failure, staying down is. You see, the path was never meant to be perfect. It was meant to test you. Every time you hit the ground, life is asking, how bad do you still want it? Moreover, your answer cannot be words. It has to be your comeback. When you are knocked down, do not just get up stronger. Learn from the pain, feed off the setback, because every scar carries a story of survival. People might see your wins, but what truly defines you are the battles you fought in silence. The way is simple, but walking means getting up every single time life hits you harder. You have to be like a rubber band. The more you are stretched, the further you launch. Resilience is not built in comfort. It is forged in pressure, in loss and heartbreak. So stop being afraid to fall. The fall is your training ground. Every time you rise, you prove that pain cannot own you. You prove that your strength is louder than your struggle. Moreover, one day, you will look back at every fall and realize those were not setbacks, they were steps. Belief without action is just noise. You can talk about your dream all day, but until you move, until you act, it is just a wish floating in the air. You say you believe in yourself. Then prove it with your grind. You have heard the quote, the way is simple, but walking it takes strength. Now it is time to walk, not tomorrow, not when you feel ready. Now, action is the bridge between I want it and I got it. Moreover, the truth is the world does not care about your intentions. It only respects your execution. So stop planning your greatness and start living it, because dreams die in hesitation and victory lives in motion. Every step you take, even the small ones, shift your reality. You might not see the results yet, but keep walking. The universe rewards momentum. You have to move as if it is already yours. Talk as it is already done, because that confidence, relentless energy, it changes everything around you. Do not wait for the perfect moment. Create it. Do not chase opportunity. Become opportunity. When belief turns into movement and movement turns into consistency, you do not just chase destiny, you become unstoppable. You have heard it all. The pain, the grind, the loneliness, the fire. Now it is decision time, because the truth is still the same. The way is simple, but walking it takes strength. The question is, do you have that strength? And not the kind that looks good in pictures. I am talking about the kind that bleeds, the kind that breaks and still keeps moving. The kind that says, I will not stop until I get what I came for. You have one life, one shot, one chance to leave your mark. Do not waste it talking about what you could have been. Be the one who did it. Be the one who stood tall when everyone else gave up. Because somewhere deep inside you, behind all that doubt, behind all that fear, there's a version of you that's built for this walk. So stop standing at the starting line, waiting for perfect conditions. You already know the path. It is simple. It is clear. Now it is time to move. Step into your purpose. Step into your power. Step into your greatness. And when the world asks how you made it, you look them in the eyes and say, the way was simple, but walking it took everything I had.